All right. Mallory with the goal for Sam Houston as UTSA is going to bring this back across. He sees Jay Stewart across the field waving his hand. He's going to get the pass. He's going to drive in. A couple fakes there, a little contact to his face. He's going to get that goal. So it's now 20-10 for UTSA. As we have Sam Houston State with a couple of substitutions. Bludgers are in the hands of UTSA. As Sam Houston State's Connor is going to bring forward the bludger for them as Hayden Boyes passes off the quaffle to the Sam Houston State keeper. An exchange of bludgers happens. There is still one defending, so Hayden's going to see if he can probe into this space. He's going to take a lofting pass over to his teammate, who is able to score that on the small hoop, so that it is now tied up again, 20-20. As bludgers are exchanged, there are no bludgers on defense as UTSA's hoop goes down, but they do score on the tall hoop. As bludgers continue to be exchanged on the side of the field for UTSA. And through all of that, UTSA comes away with points and bludger control. As Wyatt Ross, with the green keeper headband, checks into the sideline for the defensive calls. As Christopher Dorsey is going to come in with the black headband for Sam Houston State. The keeper is immediately beat out. Dorsey looking to try to protect, try to help. An exchange does happen. Hayden Boyes sees an opportunity. He is pressured by two beaters now. Draws one beat. The other beat does land, so UTSA is going to get a turnover. And they're going to just take off in the other direction. Milena is going to bring that quaffle forward. Passes it over to Jay Stewart, who has a no bludger situation, so he gets around two defenders. There's a wall waiting there for him. He's going to pass it behind the hoops, and that's going to get eventually picked up by Sam Houston State. So we are still sitting at 30-20. Seems there's a lot of beater exchanges happening in between the actual drives, in addition to just normal defenses. So a lot of activity from the UTSA beating core. This Dorsey's going to bring over that quaffle and exchanged immediately. He's going to force the exchange for UTSA's. All three balls are on the ground over there. An intercepted pass swatted down by Jay Stewart, and three of his teammates are taking off ahead of him. So multiple pass options. Wyatt Ross is going to actually get it and score. 40-20 now for UTSA as we get substitutions for UTSA, a couple for Sam Houston. Ashton Butler now with the quaffle for Sam Houston State, brings it across mid-pitch. As we have bludger control in the hands of UTSA. Oh, I'm sorry, it's actually Sam Houston State with bludger control. As UTSA plays a 2-2 zone defense. Sam Houston looks to exchange. Chris Dorsey does miss, so pressure is now being applied by UTSA. Ashton Butler gets around one defender. The zone defense is not enough to stop him, though. So we get 10 more points. But a fast break opportunity is not going to be picked up as the quaffle ends up in the hands of Christian Cortez. He sees a no bludger opportunity as Sam Houston State's looking to recover some sort of control. But Jay Stewart now with the quaffle behind the hoops. A pass over to Melina Sosa and points. Sam Houston State now looking to bring this one forward. Use of the third bludger. Good contact made by Chris Dorsey is going to make sure that we only slow down that pressure from the UTSA beating core. As Dorsey's now going to take a substitution out. One quaffle on the side, one bludger on the side of Sam Houston State. It's Kyle Easter now in the game. Duval's bringing this bludger forward, looking to exchange. Beats out one defender, and a drive is happening at the same time, so it looks like Sam Houston's going to try to get away with control. Not going to get any of it as Jay Stewart is driving off the turnover. A pass over to Hernandez, and another pass to Sosa. I'm sorry, that is Rodriguez. 60-30 the score. UTSA in the lead. Sam Houston brings this one slowly, trying to get their bearings straight, trying to see how they can break through this 2-2 zone defense that keeps falling back into a 3-1 zone anytime they apply pressure. Hayden Boyes looking to drive in. He sees an opening. That goal is wide open, but it's not going to count for points. Jay Stewart going to pick this up. It's a turnover as Sam Houston State retreats. Jay Stewart gets around one defender. Another one's going to step up. He's got a whole line in front of him with Sosa to his right, Cortez to his right. He's going to cut back to his left and score on that small hoop. 70-30, 8.5 minutes into this game. As we see in the other field behind us, A&M scoring points on Texas State. Another slow approach from Sam Houston. Kyle Easter looking to apply a little bit of pressure, going behind the UTSA beater core as his partner has the bludger. They're looking to condense on a single point as all of the UTSA defense just sort of constricts into a smaller space. Kyle Easter does get a catch, so he does get control as the Quaffle goes behind, but not able to score. Hayden Boyes picks it up, maintains possession, is going to pass it over to the middle of the field and try to reestablish a new offensive play now that Sam Houston has control. Pass behind is immediately blocked. Well done by UTSA. Hayden Boyes in a good spot, but the defense is there. A little over 9 minutes into this game. Christian Cortez is going to take a slow approach, see if he can find a way to get those beaters for UTSA to get control back. Kyle Easter's not going to let them creep up. A throw happens. Immunity was claimed, but it doesn't seem to matter as Sam Houston State's going to maintain control. One bludger way out of the play as UTSA has multiple people running back. That's a third one running back. Hayden Boyes now with an opportunity to turn over. The bludger is in front of him, so he's going to take a long shot, and it does go through him. So quick points for Hayden Boyes in the Sam Houston State squad.
Game time is 10-15. Game time is 10-15. The score is 70-40. UTSA.
So about 15 seconds behind the official time on the field. A little under 10.5 minutes through this game. Christian Cortez passes the ball over to Rodriguez on the far side of the field. Wyatt Ross on the close side. And Sosa all the way behind as a single bludger for UTSA is trying to make some sort of path for UTSA. And they dodge a beat, so they're going to at least do a one-on-one and actually get control back. UTSA now with the quaffle and control. Pressure applied by Hayden Boyes. Cortez now with an opportunity to get around one player. A beat lands, so he is brought to the ground, but Rodriguez is there. He's going to take a beat. It's going to be... they're going to talk about this one. That beat does land. The refs seem to be waving that off as it was beat before the goal was shot. As we get back into this game, turnover forced by Sam Houston's beating core. Kyle Easter going to take a substitution. Brandy Cabina with the quaffle. UTSA does come away with control out of that last interaction, so they are set up in their 2-2-2 defense, basically, with even bludgers. And they're going to beat out one defender. Another jump dodge from UTSA's beater as a long beat attempt is thrown. It forces the dodge, and that beat does land, so it is going to be a turnover. It is the Sam Houston State keeper playing through that one a little bit, but every ref on the field saw that was a beat. Talking through that one relatively calmly, willing to accept that he got beat. He just didn't realize it at the time. Coming up on 12 minutes into this game, UTSA with a 3-goal lead. Off the back of some really nice beater play. Cortez passes far side of the field, Ross. A blocked beat attempt. Connor is taken out for Sam Houston State, so this is a overall win for UTSA, but they're going to slow it down and make sure that they get exactly the look they want. Cortez now driving on the small hoop, a pass far across. It actually loops through the hoop or around the hoop, but not through it. Has another turnover for UTSA, forced by Sam Houston State. Hayden Boyes now with the quad ball. His signature spin move. Bryant for UTSA has been performing really well these last few exchanges. A couple of dodges, a couple of blocks. There looks to be some pressure coming now from Connor from Sam Houston State. Cabina slowly approaching, compressing that defense. Sees an opening, but it was not actually there. Hayden Boyes looking to follow up on it, though, and that one does go through. At just about 13 minutes in this game, a point differential of only 2, as Bryant for UTSA is going to maintain control. A substitution's going to come through for them as well. Cortez out as well. A use of the third bludger. Cabina is going to take it. That ball's just going to go back to Connor at the hoops, though, so not too much of an advantage gained. As the Sam Houston defense itself collapses into a zone defense with the keeper stepping out in the keeper zone. A big tackle from Bryant. And we're going to get a stoppage on that one. Slinging that beater to the ground. We'll let them talk through that one a bit. We can hear her saying that she is good, so that's a good sign. She's going to get a substitution for the injury stoppage. That was a really big tackle. And illegal contact. I'm going to get an explanation from the ref to the UTSA coach. And because the yellow card is going to get a quaffle turnover, Jay Stewart was in prime position, 3 defenders on 3 hoops. He still probably could have found a way, but now we do get a quaffle turnover and bludger control into the hands of Sam Houston State. So they're just going to clear this path. It's going to be a sprint right. Ross is going to beat him there. It's not going to. Oh, he does force him to take that shot early, so it's going to go over the hoops and out of bounds. We'll see what this stoppage is. All right, just adjusting that game clock. 14:03 on the timer as we get that started back again. That shot was a miss, so we still have the UTSA Bryant player in the box.
Game time is 14-12. Game time is 14-12.
UTSA in the lead, 70-50, with the quad ball and 1 bludger, 1 dodgeball. As that ball goes behind, it's going to be a reset used. Jay Stewart with the green headband is going to bring this one across. With only 1 bludger, Bryant's racing back in after his time has expired. Dorsey looking to actually get control of this extra bludger, so there are no bludgers for UTSA, and pressure coming from Dorsey. Jay Stewart launches it over to Wyatt Ross on the far side, all the way across to Rodriguez, who's pressured immediately, and that pass gets deflected as well. So it is a turnover forced by Chris Dorsey's pressure out top. And 3 passes later into the hands of Sam Houston State as they are now on the offense with dodgeball control. Really well done defense by the entire squad. As Bryant for UTSA sort of orchestrating that defense. This pass goes far behind. Hayden Boyes going to draw out Ross. An opportunity here for the keeper for Sam Houston State. It's going to pass it back. Draws a beat attempt, but it's going to miss. So Hayden Boyes now with an opportunity on a no-bludger defense. Kubina's going to receive the pass. He's going to push somebody out of the way and dunk the goal. We're going to stop this one as they talk that through. I think Rodriguez flying through the air to try to stop that. Kubina just pushes him out of the way. Oh, we should have stopped that timer. As we're going to call that good, it'll now be 70-60 in favor of UTSA. 2 unanswered goals, at least for Sam Houston State. Get a couple immediate beats from Dorsey. Bryant's now back in with the dodgeball. Jay Stewart bringing this one across the mid-pitch as we get a couple substitutions. The entire beater core and a couple players in the quadball game. As Dorsey's going to apply quick pressure as soon as they cross. And the intercepted pass is still going to end up in the hands of Wyatt Ross. It's not a reset used because it was touched by Hayden Boyes. As Boyes is now beat out. Ross bringing this quaffle. Sort of dancing just past mid-pitch. Not a lot of pressure. Fakes a shot over to Jay Stewart. Gives a quick point. TJ for UTSA is taken out. A long pass across the field to number 24. Contact from off Brooms, so that's going to be another turnover. It is 3 forced turnovers from Sam Houston State in a row. As Kubina is going to bring this quad ball forward. UTSA playing their 2-2 zone defense, but only 1 bludger. As Ashton Butler's going to go behind the hoops for for Sam Houston State. Tijerina is going to actually be beat out of the play, but that pass is going to exceed the arm of Ashton Butler, not able to bring that one in. As a fast break goes the other way, only in the beating game, but no quaffle to follow it up. As Sosa just now brings it across, passes it over to Jay Stewart. A lot of bludgers flying through the air, back to Sosa, right in the middle of the field. A high pass. Number 24 takes a shot. It's called good. My apologies about that time. We have bludger control for Sam Houston State. UTSA pulls away back to 2 points. A beat from Kyle Easter is going to land, force an opportunity. Hayden Boyes is going to get beat right before he scores that. So this one will be used. Jay Stewart and Brandy Kubina. Jay Stewart pets it forward and is able to corral it. Gets around Kubina and shoots and scores. So 2 unanswered points now, bringing that differential back up to 3 points for UTSA. We're getting close to 19 minutes of actual game time. Sorry again about the game time on the screen. But Kyle Easter is going to bring this forward. 1 bludger on the left, 1 bludger on the right for Sam Houston State. An exchange does happen. Easter able to follow up immediately as everyone starts driving behind that. Hayden Boyes, another opportunity to draw draws a defender out and puts it through for points. Yeah, after that first exchange happens for Sam Houston State, they all just sort of creep forward, and that defense just shrinks. So anybody moving out of position there, just an opportunity for Hayden Boyes to score more points. Stewart bringing the quad ball forward. A nice tackle from UTSA's beaters. The quad ball is going to go all the way behind. That's 4 passes later, and Sosa's able to put that one through. That is a 3-point differential again, maintaining that distance just before we get to these final seconds of the secret floor. As we are at 19:30. We'll fix that time and get started again. So TJ's taking another beat. Another beat lands. Connor throwing 2 of the defenders out of the play, and a banked off the top of the hoop. He's going to limp away from this one, but he does get 2 points or 10 points to take with him. And he might be a stoppage here for the injury. As we get a couple more passes, Sosa back in that spot where she scored the last goal, but not able to get that pass as this one gets floated around again. It will be a stoppage. Ashton Butler scored the last goal for Sam Houston State. Looks to have some sort of an injury. He's asking for a substitution. We'll see how this stoppage gets called. Get a little conference of the referees. As Milena Sosa is looking for explanation on why that wouldn't be back contact as she was trying to get that last quaffle just before the stoppage. That is 20 minutes. All right. We're back now. So we have a little bit of a stoppage. Joey Gautelli on the far side of the field talking to head ref Miles Travis about some contact that may have happened from the beaters. All right, Sam Houston State has brought 2 immediate goals for this seeker portion of the game, flag runner portion. Justin Guillory, your snitch. And a nice warning for continuing to play after beat for UTSA beater. As Connor's able to get that bludger. Oh, a nice dodge from UTSA beaters as they coordinate. A beat does land, so they're going to get control as Cortez is going to bring this ball all the way across mid-pitch. It's flicked forward. UTSA still going to come away with this quaffle. No reset is used as they are pressed across the field. Cortez is looking to drive through. His pass is deflected. There's a couple beats land. A couple more passes. 14, a fake, an alley-oop, a pump fake, another one, a pass behind. Finally brought in by Sam Houston State. Into the hands of the keeper. Leaving the keeper zone as Guillory, the snitch, has no pressure. Stewart being kept at bay by Connor. As Boyes is now going to bring this, directing a little bit of traffic. A couple of jukes, a couple of cuts. A nice open positioning, which she's not able to get that shot off just in time. She's going to throw that into the air. Number 19 for Sam Houston. Sees an opportunity, gets around one defender and a second defender and shoots it backwards over his shoulder. 10 points. All right, we had a delay game there. Looks like the keeper tried to substitute out before touching that quaffle and getting that play started. So we get a ball out here. A great tackle brought to the ground. Quaffle still going to be in the hands of UTSA as they're immediately pressured. Brought down with a great tackle from behind, but that beat's going to land. Make sure that even though that reset is used, it's still in the hands of UTSA. 2 Sam Houston players are beat out, but there is a beater and 2 more players to defend. So a long shot attempt is taken without any other support from his teammates. He's just going to shoot it. So Bryant, who'd been playing a lot of beater minutes, now in at keeper. As we do have a catch across the field. Jay Stewart looking to try to wrap this up. It's been 3 unanswered points from Sam Houston State. This will even up the post 20-minute score. That one's going to be called good. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself there. No reason to call it off. Guillory's going to step to the side. And officially called good, so we now have a score. All right, we now have 135 to 110. Set score of 160. Sam Houston's going to be driving in. The keeper with a nice pass opportunity for Hayden Boyes.
As we get this forward, Cortez on the field with a white headband. Dorsey beating out the UTSA players on his side of the pitch. Stewart with green headband. Boyes, the chaser for Sam Houston, applying a lot of pressure, is beat out. Number 19 is going to fill in that space. Cortez now with a little bit of space to work with, but 2 beaters in his path means he's not going to go for it. As bludgers end up on the ground, Dorsey looking to use all 3 of the bludgers that are there. White Ross, far side of the pitch, is going to try to pass it. It's a bounce pass. Another one as Jay Stewart's just going to eat a beat. Hayden Boyes with an opportunity now, and no bludgers and no defenders. It is wide open for him. And he's going to get 10 more points on the board. This is quite a showing from Sam Houston since this snitch has come out, as both teams are now 3 points away from winning this game. UTSA looking to coordinate this offense. 4 players in a square around the defense for Sam Houston, who's playing in a 2-2 zone with 1 bludger in front of and 1 bludger behind the hoops. White Ross brought down to the ground. He's going to get right back up and get that pass over to Alvar. The pass goes behind the hoops. An opportunity to shoot. It was a little bit over the shoulder as they were being brought down. We've got a stoppage here for possible method of tackling. These refs confer this one. This is, again, a set score of 160. Both teams are 3 goals away from winning, as all the players discussed the ways they were tackling each other, trying to calm them down. Leadership on the field. Back into this. No. Time's not real at this point. Hayden Boyes is going to bring this across out of the keeper zone into the mid-pitch as UTSA falls into their standard defense. The beaters are a little bit more spaced out, looking to be more aggressive. Dorsey's going to look to exchange. And it's forced now. It caught, though. It's going to be a turnover of bludgers. A couple of passes over, and that goal is going to land for Sam Houston State as they take the lead now in the game, 140 to 135. Dorsey's able to come away. Oh, we do get a stoppage. Going to get manipulation of how this 3rd bludger was used for Sam Houston State. So 2 bludger turnovers, 2 bludgers turned over straight into the hands of UTSA beater right in front of Chris Dorsey, who's going to force him to throw back now. And there it is. Jay Stewart looking to drive on a no bludger defense essentially, but a bludger now present, a pass over. White Ross not able to grab it. It is going to be a turnover. Sam Houston State now in control of this game, as they get calls from the sideline to slow it down and get fully organized. Dorsey too far behind to impact this pressure from UTSA. Hayden Boyes on the far side of the pitch with the quaffle. UTSA with bludger dodgeball control is going to force an exchange. Dorsey not able to do anything with that. So no beaters in the play for Sam Houston. They're going to start driving. That pass is not going to land. Wyatt Ross intercepts it. Jay Stewart almost uncontested to the hoops. Hayden Boyes doing everything he can to get back in time. A nice cut from Jay Stewart lets him just loft that through, though. So with their goal and their snitch catch, they're technically 5 points ahead. Sam Houston State with only one bludger, and they lost every bit of that exchange on the last possession, so we'll see how they come back on this one as they are looking to apply pressure immediately. Dorsey to the close side of the field. Jay Stewart able to step up because there's no bludger protection. Number 19 for Sam Houston State is going to pass it behind. Pressure applied immediately. A tackle doesn't follow through. Number 14 looking to drive on an open hoop. They're going to talk this one through, get a nice stoppage. This is very delicate timing because it's really close to the end of the game as they pull all the refs together, deciding whether or not that beat landed before the shot was out of the hand. Get this started back as it goes into the hands of UTSA. Looks like they're not going to call that one. Did they call that goal good? Going back the other direction, Sam Houston State looking to say they caught that one. I think they did call that last goal good. Goal is good. That is set score for Sam Houston State University. They take down UTSA.